we recording?
We are recording, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome again. We are back in full effect.
And nothing's changed. I
We-
still don't know how to do an intro.
We are coming live from inside, and
Live but pre-recorded.
yes. And let's just let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room. We haven't recorded since April.
That's how it usually goes, no? We do 2 episodes. We stop for 4 or 5 months. We do 2 episodes, so
Yeah,
hope
we
you
had-
enjoy these 2. We'll see you in July.
We had had multiple plans to come back. We were gonna come back midsummer, but then we ended up not. And then we had some big plans to come back for October. We had a lot of Halloween stuff planned, and then,
Just too fucking busy. In the last, 8, 9 months? I've since
April.
gotten a new job. I've moved into a new place. We have an actual
He has
recording room now.
He has a little old school set here, man. It's really cool.
Oh yeah.
And
It's a shame you can't see the top half of this,
yeah.
but we'll get there.
Well, maybe for our TikTok, you could do a little room fucking tour.
TikTok.
Yeah, you could post some stuff,
TikTok. Social media.
And there's a lot that I can go into because of me. But I don't want to dedicate this whole episode to going through all that. So if you're really interested, I have my own podcast. Let me just get that out the way. It's called My Own Worst Enemy, where I basically chronicle me battling with anxiety and all those kind of things. So if you really want to know what's been going on with me, the episode explaining what's been going on since October will be out before this. So when this is out, that's out. So you can go listen to that. All right. But welcome.
I don't have a new podcast.
Josh should have a podcast.
So, live in mystery.
But we are a podcast dedicated to all things nostalgic, retro, and vintage.
Speaking of nostalgic, dude.
Wow, you fucking forgot your freaking tagline.
It's been a while. It's been a very long time.
Yes, it has, man.
And
We're also kind of catching up with each other because we haven't hung out much since we've been on our break.
No, we haven't.
This
is our first time hanging out.
Yeah,
in a year.
Well, I went to your birthday party and then we saw No Way Home, but that's basically it. So we're really catching up, as well as you are catching up with us.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Exactly. Speaking of No Way Home.
Oh wait, well first off,
it's been a month.
You mentioned earlier that you woke up to something today that made you angry.
Oh, every fucking movie poster looks the fucking same nowadays.
That's been going on since
No, but I understand superhero movies doing the same formula, but now it's affected every other movie. They dropped the Uncharted poster today.
It's always some dumb background with every fucking person.
Every fucking character with the main character super big. I mean, for fuck's sake, we got one for Scream. We got one,
and it's
the same
like
fucking thing. We got one today for Uncharted, which is the exact fucking same. Look at all of these posters that you can fucking see in frame right now.
These posters wouldn't come out today.
No, dude, they're all different. They're all fucking. They all did their own thing, and now you have the Marvel formula where
let's put every character,
every single character
doing a dumb pose.
Do exactly.
And
it's like the only poster where that worked for was Infinity War.
Well, and plus every female character, they always, because it's Hollywood, they always make them turn. They always have their backs to you, so
they're really small.
Shot.
And
it's
they're
freaking
small.
so stupid. Yeah.
Dude, it's like, what happened? What happened? Like I'm looking at the Suicide Squad poster over here.
That's unique,
dude.
Kind of.
It's different.
For the
with as many characters that are in that movie, they could have easily been like, here's a Marvel poster.
I mean, I think because nowadays every movie they have an ensemble cast, so we're paying every one of these actors $1 million to be in this movie.
Every movie is an ensemble movie if you think about it.
Yeah, but
you don't see The Godfather with fucking every person in that movie on the poster.
I don't even think they had a poster that showed anyone.
They have the one poster that has the Don. Right?
Yeah, maybe. I actually hate those movies.
Never
so I
seen
don't know.
it.
I fucking can't stand those movies.
I've never sat down and watched the full things.
Probably gonna get a lot of hate for that online, but I hate those movies. But yeah, I think that's part of Hollywood now. They're paying all these actors to be in these movies, so it's like, oh, we gotta get our. It's kind of like why Tom Holland he'll never wear a mask. Because we're paying him $10 million to be in this movie. We want to show off that this actor's in this movie. It's really stupid, but you know,
it's like hopefully
it's
now
Hollywood,
going
man.
forward, hopefully he'll keep the mask on.
Oh my god, that movie. Spoilers ahead, because we will talk.
It's been a month. If you haven't seen the movie,
yeah, but you know, I understand people want to stay safe because of COVID.
I understand too, but it's like,
especially with Omicron, dude. Delta and Omicron was first detected in New Bedford the week we were going to fucking see that movie, and then I was like, oh wait, we're in a 300-seater. And then the fucking nerve is like, oh my god, like it's here, like both versions are here.
Do you know how many people were at that theater, like a confirmed number from Thursday to Sunday? 12,000. 12,000 people went to see Spider-Man in that theater. They had 26 showings, each one of them sold out.
And everyone's like anti-mask and shit, and no one's gotten their shots. I mean, yeah, we have our vax, but Delta and Omicron can get through it.
Yeah.
And just being in that theater, like, I was like, yeesh, man, we got a lot of people here.
But it was good. It was good. They fixed everything that I had wrong with him before. Like, we have how many episodes of this podcast now where we mention every single episode how much we don't like him?
Dude, how many times have you woken up to 40 recordings from me just, dude, you know what? These fucking movies, just going off about some, like, other bullshit about those movies.
They fixed everything.
And they tried to play it off like, oh, that was always the plan. It's like, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't the plan. Everybody hated it, and you were like, okay, well, we have a fucking means to reverse everything and actually make him Spider-Man.
And now he's officially Spider-Man.
Now he's Spider-Man. Like, it's about time.
I feel really, like, dude, I actually got, like, genuinely, like, Peter Parker's always supposed to have, like, a hard life, but I never
thought I'd be so happy to see a motherfucker in the gutter before.
No, see, well, yeah, that's a joke that's fucking been online, but he's the first one where, like, I actually felt sad for.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I never...
He gets a really...
Yeah, like I never felt... I mean, yeah, I feel bad for Andrew because of what happened, you know, with fucking Gwen, but it's like... At the end of No Way Home, I was like, I feel really fucking sad about
because it's
this
like
kid's life now.
he says to them straight up, I'll come find you, I'll make everything right, and he has the opportunity to, and he's like, you know what, I've got to make these sacrifices, like, because
when he walks into the coffee shop, he sees her like Mark.
Yeah, he sees the Band-Aid on her forehead, and he's like, yeah, I can't do this.
I can't put you guys through this.
And it's like, just that one little scene with very little dialogue, just facial expressions from him.
Which is amazing.
And you can just fucking, like, I'll buy
you, like,
that.
Feel it.
I'll buy that over the park scene in Spider-Man 3. I'll buy that over it because when she's like, I can't be with you anymore.
There's someone else.
He's like, but I had a ring. I buy that.
Listen,
if she really sadness in No Way Home more than that park scene because
let's not get started about MJ and fucking those movies.
No, we like Tom Holland now, so now we're just gonna hate on Kristen Dunst as Mary Jane. That'll be our gimmick going forward. Crustacean
Dunst.
Crustacean Dunst.
Listen, if she really, all right, if she really cared about Peter, she would have been. Get away from me!
Bring it on!
Oh my God, the lights!
Let there be light.
No, we went like 20 minutes with no light.
Yeah, that's okay. It's bright enough in this room.
Oh. Well, now we look nice.
We look nice.
There's always something going on. There's always some bullshit. If it's not the camera's acting up, it's I forget to put on the light. I'm so upset now. Anyway.
Well, let's not talk about the train wreck of the last episode that was supposed to come out. That never even saw the light of day.
I think I might have deleted that whole file.
I hope not.
Because I transferred a bunch of files from my laptop. No. First off, let me just get this out. If she really cared about Peter in that scene, instead of going through with what Harry made her do, she would have been like, look, Pete, Harry's over there. Something's going on.
Yeah. And she's
no, she goes through with it, and that says a lot about her character. That's all I'm saying.
Do that twist.
You know,
Mom, tell me, honey.
Part of the, like,
go like this.
Part of the facts about that movie is for that scene, James Franco apparently took cooking fucking lessons. And I'm like, you took cooking lessons to fake spilling an omelet? Movie budget. So the CGI in that movie is kind of wonky because James Franco had to learn to fake cook an omelet. And it fucking makes me really upset.
Move over.
Just digest that.
Move over, Andrew Garfield learning how to sing for Tick Tick Boom. We got James Franco learning. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Is it on anything?
It's Netflix.
Or did you go to
the
theater?
Netflix movie.
Oh, really? I thought
amazing.
It was in theaters.
Like,
I mean, that takes place in the 80s, right?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Because it's about the guy that made Rent.
It's about the guy that made Rent. It has nothing to do with Rent. He doesn't even write Rent in the movie. And
okay, yeah, but is this before Rent or
way before,
or after?
like 5 years before Rent. Like, dude, like
wow.
Tick Tick Boom was like really good, great music, and the fact
Garfield's
that
getting a lot of like he's like getting the fucking like praise.
yeah,
that he,
dude,
like,
it's about time, and because
Yeah.
he's genuinely a great actor.
Did you ever see Social Network?
Of course.
I've only seen like that scene where he
Where
goes
my
off on him.
Fuck you flip flops, you pretentious
He
douchebag.
fucking crushes that scene.
Fucking love Social Network. That whole scene, dude, is so good.
Yeah. Can you imagine having a piece of Facebook and then they like push you out of it?
Could you imagine being 40 years old and still playing a teenager?
Well, I think by now he's what, in his 20s, his Peter Parker. Get away from me, you weirdo. I can feel your breath on my shoulder.
I just miss you.
But it fucking has been a long time.
I just missed you.
But no, I mean his Peter Parker would be in his late 20s, right?
Yeah.
By now.
I think so.
And I also like how they kept them old, like they didn't try to de-age them. Because I feel like if you tried to de-age Toby and Andrew, I mean Andrew obviously like looks young still, but Toby looks kind of
He looks old.
like, I mean he fucking looked old then.
I wish they gave him a beard.
He had a little scruff going.
Yeah.
He had a little scruff, but yeah, everyone was hoping he would have like a full-fledged beard and he'd be like scarred up and shit.
I don't know about scarred up.
Yeah, like and
I like him have a little little dad,
fucking
a little dad fucking beard.
a little fucking scruff McGruff there.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they didn't drop the whole I have a daughter thing. Like they don't have kids or anything.
Well, I read this thing that Toby apparently wanted them to tell little about what he's been up to.
Yeah.
Where he like I want it to be a mystery of what I've been up to.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I remember there was that they saw the actress who plays Karen Page from Daredevil and Kirsten Dunst.
That wasn't the
near the studio.
That wasn't Karen. That was not Deborah Ann Wall. It was not her.
That was fake?
No, it was never her. It's a friend of Kristen Dunst's.
That looks like her?
After that came out, she was like, "That's not her.
That's my friend.
Here's my friend," and she posted several photos of her and her friend.
Oh my god!
And was like, "Look,
I didn't know this.
This is my friend. This has nothing to do with the girl, the woman from Daredevil. You're reaching."
You see, and that's how the world is. I see a little piece of information that's not true, and I just spew it out to the fucking public.
Here's the thing that I've heard.
Go on.
That
please.
They did want Kirsten Dunst, Bring It On. They wanted Bring It On and Emma Stone to come back, but because of COVID and everything,
what are you talking about?
They wanted to get them back.
Bring It On, like the fucking cheerleading movie.
Kristen Dunst, Kristen.
Stop. Crustacean.
They wanted them both back, but they couldn't get them because of everything going on in the world, of course. And it's like, it makes me think, okay, would it have been wrap up for one? Or would they have gotten pulled into fucking Tom Holland's New York as well? Which with Gwen dead and all, she could have still gotten ripped into the universe because she still knew he was Spider-Man.
Well, she could have also
done the Spider-Gwen thing, but you could have brought the dead version of her, but still alive because it's from the past.
You fucking brought back every other fucking dead fucking person.
Yeah, you brought back Norman and you brought back Doc Ock, so it's like you bring her back and then you have her like, Peter, what's going on? He's like,
which, by the way, there's a lot of...
he would just, like, break down and be like, I couldn't save you. And she's like, that's okay.
Which, by the way, there's a lot of loopholes in this movie, though.
Mm.
Like how, they all die fighting Spider-Man. It's like the Sandman was fully alive.
Well, I don't think it's to the nitty-gritty. They all know. I think it's just whoever knew. And it just so happened that Norman and Doc Ock go back, and Electro. That's why they get the main focus, because those are the three that do die.
Yeah.
Like Lizard doesn't die, Sandman doesn't die. That's why they're like general background villain characters.
Which is why I fucking thought it was weird that they still kept that line in there, like, oh, they all die going against Spider-Man. It's like...
no, they don't. It's like, they don't all die, but the three of them, I understand.
Sandman is actually, like, redeemed at the end, which, dude... It's so hard to not notice that reused shot of him at the end.
Oh yeah, they reused shots for the lizard becoming Kirk Connors again.
But and when it actually worked for him though, because they used I guess when they shot that scene they used 2 angles, so they used the opposite angle of that, so it looked new still.
Yeah, but the Sandman one, that's when he's in the collider and he gets sanded.
No. That's when
That's when he turns into muck.
To mud.
Okay.
When him and freaking Spider-Man fight in the subway and he gets tossed in the water and then he fucking gets up and his hand's like falling apart. When I saw that in the fucking theater, I was like, oh no, it's so hard to not notice this, man.
Well, my thing is, it's like, I get it, but at least they got the voices. At least they did voice lines.
It was actually him doing dialogue and shit. And
they could have pulled Hotel Transylvania 4. Do you know what they're doing with that?
No, I haven't.
Everybody's back except for Adam Sandler. So they have a dude that does a very good Adam Sandler doing an impression of Dracula. Dude.
Why is he not back?
I don't know. But it's some dude that does like impressions, and like I said, he does a really good impression of Adam Sandler doing Dracula.
You know, I gotta say, those movies aren't that bad.
I love Hotel Transylvania.
I saw the first one and I saw part of 2 and I was like, this isn't as bad as I've like seen people say. I mean,
they get worse as they go, but even the third one's not bad.
Have you ever seen the Minions?
No.
Good, dude.
I haven't even seen the third Despicable Me movie. I don't like 2. The first one's special.
I saw the first one in theaters with you guys, but I got dragged to see that one. I fucking was not interested in that one. And then when I saw that they were spinning off with the Minions, I was like,
oh yeah, we're getting a second Minions movie.
I thought we already had 2 of them.
No. It was supposed to come out 2 years ago.
Oh, really? All right,
they made merchandise and everything for it, and then they delayed it, and now they're advertising it like they never announced it in the first place.
Hey, guess what's coming out? We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Like a new trailer came out like a month or so ago, and it was like, first trailer. I was like, no, it wasn't. It's a prequel. It has little young Gru in it because...
And to think that animation was going to make a Popeye movie.
No. The Hotel Transylvania animation.
Isn't that the fucking same studio? Oh,
nope.
Never mind.
No, it was
that's why I asked you if you saw the Minions.
Same director and animation studio that was going to do the Popeye, which are actually doing the Popeye movie now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is the guy who did Hotel Transylvania.
I thought it was.
Which is
I thought it was.
He also made Samurai Jack, Dexter's Laboratory.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Then Gendy Tartakovsky.
Wow,
yeah.
What the fuck? That's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. He's a really good animator, and he's got a fucking good imagination.
Speaking of animation, we're currently watching Pepper Ann. You know, I never knew it was fucking Kids Next Door.
Same like
and then,
creator, artist, whatever.
And then after you told me that, I was like, oh, it's kind of hard to not notice now. And it's like how
Pepper Ann and Codename Kids Next Door are identical in animation style.
Kids Next Door was worthy of like a theater movie.
You know they wanted to bring it back, right?
Really?
It was...
When? Like friggin' now or...
6 or 7 years ago. It was called The Galactic Kids Next Door. It was like they did a Kickstarter or some shit for it, and it never got off the ground. I think they were shopping it to like Cartoon Network, but Cartoon Network didn't want anything to do with it. There's a little animation out there of it.
Really?
It was pretty cool, but it was supposed to be set after the show, obviously, and I think Nigel Uno was like the leader. Now. But I was never... I would watch it when it was on, but I was never huge into Kids Next Door when I was a kid.
I loved it. I had
a love-hate thing with it. Like, I'd have my moments where I'm like, oh, cool, Kids Next Door, and then I'd have my moments where I'm like, can you fucking play something else?
There are like a bunch of boring episodes, but the ones that do hit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's fucking very good. Like you ever see when Nigel Uno gets trapped on the freaking Rainbow Monkey Island, and then he comes back as like a fucking he's like a fucking ape man. It's fucking so fucking funny. Those as I said, when that show hits, it hits, but then when it misses, it misses.
It drags.
But it's kind of the same thing. Like Billy and Mandy had that kind of where it's like, all right, dude, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, Billy and Mandy's kind of I agree with that.
I mean, every show can go through that. It's like rare where you get like an Ed, Edd n Eddy where every fucking episode is very fucking good.
Yeah.
Or even the ones that are not that great are still like I could watch this over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like rare when you find a show that just always hits.
Speaking of a show that always hits.
Like with Dexter, like Johnny Bravo, the Powerpuff Girls, and fucking Dexter.
We're talking about cartoons, and you just say Dexter. I'm like, oh, we're talking about the serial
Dexter
killer
New
show
Blood.
now.
I really want to give that show a try. I've never watched it.
Watched a handful of episodes of the OG Dexter, like, as it was airing. And I
really?
remember 11-year-old me not knowing what the fuck was going on, but I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I don't understand anything, but he kills people and he hides it.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Like,
yeah,
he's like a fucking
cannibal.
Yeah. He's like a private investigator or whatever, trying to solve murders, and he's like basically covering up all of the murders that he does.
Which didn't they sort of rip that off? Didn't they have a show where the person was like a zombie and they had that kind of a job? They were like I swear to God, it was either a show or something where the person, like, they worked in like a morgue of like an FBI agency where like they had all the dead bodies and they were a zombie. It was a world where like zombies could easily fucking like merge in with humans.
I vaguely know what you're talking about, but I don't at the same time.
And now that we go down like what fucking Dexter's about, I'm like, they kind of ripped that off to do a zombie fucking take. Because God forbid we stop with the zombie shit. I swear to God.
Hey,
I was over zombies in fucking 2010, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I get it. You gotta. I think we peaked with zombie movies with Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
I think we peaked, and then
that was the last great one that came out.
And then The Walking Dead. I watched the first season and I just gave up. I was like, I don't really care about this.
It's ending.
To fucking keep going. Yeah. Thank God.
It's finally ending, and then I will go back and watch the whole thing again. Because I stopped.
Are you into it?
Dude, I watched it religiously for the first 6 seasons, and then I just lost interest.
I only saw the first season, and then I was
Sab's parents.
Do they have like
still,
the fucking
they still kept up with it, and they're like,
really?
oh, it's never gotten bad, and so it's like, okay, I gotta
try it out.
It's just once Glenn died, I was just like, all right, we have the only 2 characters that are still here in the show are characters I don't care about. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care about Daryl. I don't. Like, he's not an interesting character at all. Ooh, he has a crossbow and rides motorcycles. I guess he's cool. You know who else shoots crossbows and rides motorcycles? My drunk uncle. Like, he's not that interesting. Like, at all. Like, that's his literal, like, that's his whole character right there. And he looks dirty as fuck.
My drunk uncle.
I guess that's hot. What?
Was that meant to be a joke?
That was a joke. I
was like, does your uncle really like do like archery and shit? I was like, what the fuck? I'm like half asleep.
My drunk uncle that lives in the woods.
I'm like half asleep. Well, you know.
You were like, what uncle?
I was like, what are you talking
your whole
about?
Family. Which one has a crossbow?
What are you talking about?
But no, it's like, then like you have this show that's based off of a comic book, and you completely go off of the rails of the comic book. Like, the kid who plays Carl, do you know what they did to that kid?
Didn't he, like, want to go to school?
He wanted to go to school. He was in that show from season 1 when he was a little boy. He wanted to go to school. He was like, I'll still be in the show, but write me off. I want to take some time off so I can go develop as a human being.
And then he died, right?
They killed him off in the show. They were like, all right, well, you're fucking fired, I guess. You want to go to school?
Wasn't Everybody Hates Chris in that show?
For like 4 episodes.
Oh, really?
And he dies in the craziest way ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I still remember when they first killed off Glenn. That was like worldwide trending for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, whoa, what the fuck? It was gnarly.
You have the kid who plays Carl. You write him off. You kill him off like 4 seasons ago when the comic book's done now. Like, I don't know if you know that. Like, they finished it. Like, it wrapped up. Done. The comic ends with Rick becoming a zombie, and his son has to kill him.
Wow.
And the show ends with the comic book ends. Carl's the last one. Like, he is the last one of his group. He's the one that survived the whole fucking show.
And now we can never do that. Well, wait. Well, did they say what happened to Rick in the show?
No, because what happened in the show, because the whole last episode with Rick, another thing, they wrote him off 4 seasons ago. They have a whole Rick-centered episode where he's running away from a big horde of zombies. He can't communicate with anybody, so he's on his own, whatever. The episode ends with him on a bridge, surrounded by one side, surrounded by another side, so he blows up the bridge, and the episode goes to black. And then it comes back, and he's alive. And here comes a fucking helicopter, and the helicopter picks him up. and flies away. And that's the last time you see Rick Grimes. Because they're going to fucking... No, they just took him. We don't know who took him. We don't know who took him or what's going on with him, but they're making theatrical movies based around what's going on with him.
Really?
Which, that's fucking cool to me. Rick Grimes is why I'm here anyway.
Yeah.
He's the best fucking character. He's one of the best characters, period. Rick Grimes is a great fucking character.
So maybe... So when the son died, did he become a zombie or just dead? Because I was gonna say, if the son turned in, like, if the son turned, maybe if they do the movie, they could just fucking switch it. He has to kill his son.
But I think they killed him. I think they killed him.
There's fucking too much shit to follow.
Yeah, it's like you take this show and you go for way too long to the point where you fuck yourself in the asshole because you're like, all right, well, we should keep all these actors, but we've already been going for 9 years. I understand that they probably don't want to fucking do this all the time, so we should keep the show at like a 5 season. So everybody that you want to be there until the end will fucking stay there till the end. You don't have Chandler Riggs want to go to fucking school. You don't have Andrew Lincoln wanting to do other shit. Like, I don't know what he's doing. I haven't seen him do a damn thing since he's been gone. Rick. I haven't seen him in anything, but I'm also not as cultured as I'd like to say that I am.
Yeah, but you know like a lot of stuff, though.
But it's like I pay attention, and I have not seen him in anything post-Walking Dead. So it's like, where did he go?
Maybe he's just too fucking busy trying to make these movies, you know?
Yeah, I mean, these movies have been being made for like 4 years already.
Plus with fucking COVID and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's like you have this thing where it's like you just run for too long, and now there's 3 Walking Dead spin-off shows. You know that, right?
No.
There are 4 Walking Dead shows right now.
They're milking it.
They're milking
it, dude.
You can only milk Breaking Bad so much, so you can So here we are with 4 Walking Dead shows.
Are these spin-offs hooked up? Like, are they linked to the fucking books at all?
One of them's a no. As far as I know,
so they're all just new shit.
New shit, which cool. You want to make new shit, make original shit, so you're not shooting yourself in the foot. That's why I don't mind.
Or just end it, you know.
That's why.
Or just fucking end it.
End it, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's like if you wanna take the world and do original shit in it, so you don't shoot yourself in the foot by source material running out, do it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind the Uncharted movie. Do I like the aspect of
Tom Holland?
It's a younger Nathan Drake and a younger Victor Sullivan.
But do they do that in the game?
There's flashbacks to when he's younger, but it's like I can see from a franchise standpoint why you want to make him younger, so you can do more movies in between before the first game, so you're not just all right. Well, we're going to adapt the games.
What are your thoughts on Holland though?
I had my gripes with it because I just didn't see him.
It's fucking Tom Holland,
but I couldn't see him as Nathan Drake. As soon as there was the first photo of him with the dirty ass clothes standing in front of wreckage with the ring on his fucking neck. I was like, he looks like Nathan Drake. I'm happy with that. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, this whole fucking movie feels like Uncharted.
All right.
It's like, I'll wait till I see.
What do you think of Marky Mark?
I think it's funny that he was supposed to be Nathan Drake in the first place, and now he's Sully. Because when
Nathan Fillion.
The development hell that the Uncharted movie has gone through for the last, no joke, Joey, 10 years. 10 years.
Never got into those games, so I fucking...
They're amazing.
I wasn't like,
10
following
fucking years they were supposed to, they've been in development. It's gone through 6 directors that have come and gone. Mark Wahlberg was originally cast as Nathan Drake. And then they did a complete rewrite, made him younger, and they were like, hey, Mark, I know you were going to be in the movie. Do you still want to be in the movie in a different character? And he was like, fuck yeah, I'll be in your fucking movie. Say hello to your mother for me.
Oh my God, Josh.
I had to.
I'm so upset now.
I had to.
I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
I had to. But yeah, I think the movie looks... Do I think it's going to be a great movie? No. Do I think it's going to be a fun, enjoyable Uncharted movie? Yes, I do. That's exactly how I feel about the new Resident Evil movie that just came out. Such a piece of shit. Such a piece of shit.
What?
The new Resident Evil movie that came out 2 months ago that nobody fucking heard of?
With Beck?
Okay, so fucking
So
the movies with Alice, that started in 2002, ran to 2016, have nothing to fucking do with the games at all, other than they take characters from the games and put them in once in a while.
So these are stories that just happen to take place within this like world.
I guess so.
Kind of.
They don't reference the fucking games at all, other than the T virus, the G virus, Tyrant, Nemesis. Like,
dude.
Like the little here's and there's that'll make people be like, well, that's cool.
That's freaking linked to the fucking
cool.
Game. Yeah.
I guess this is a Resident Evil movie after all. But while they're not great movies, they're not good movies. They're very bad movies.
What about that one that was like...
I fucking love them.
What about...
Like, they're fun as fuck.
Remember that animated one that came out in 2008?
Regeneration, Degeneration.
Is it good or something?
They're all right. They're completely CGI game cutscenes. That's all it is. It's not like from a video game, but that's all it looks like. It's animated like game cutscenes.
Those are other games that I never got into, but I really want to. I really want to try those games out.
So the thing with the new Resident Evil movie, it was just... While it was more... closely adapting the video games, it was just fucking really shitty. Like, it was just a really shitty fucking like movie. Like,
how's Beck?
It was Beck from Victorious plays Leon Kennedy.
Is that a character that's from
Leon
the games?
Kennedy is the character
from the games?
The character. It's like him, Jill Valentine, and Chris Redfield are the three big characters that... These are your protagonists. You think Resident Evil, most of the time it's either Leon Kennedy, Chris Redfield, or Jill Valentine.
So was he bad or no?
Horrible! You don't even try to make him look like the character. The kid they got for fucking Chris Redfield, fucking Green Arrow's little brother, fucking Robbie Amell.
Oh, really?
He looked like Chris Redfield. He looked like Chris Redfield. The chick they got for Jill, that ain't Jill Valentine. They got, do you remember offhand Ant-Man and the Wasp? Do you remember the girl that was phasing?
Yeah.
Her.
Really?
Did not fit the character at all. And then you have Beck from Victorious.
Settle down.
With his fucking...
Settle down.
With his, like, he kept his facial hair. Leon's never had facial hair.
Does he have long hair?
Yes, but not black and not wavy, curly fucking hair like that. It's straight. Like, 1 second.
All right, please, thank you.
Look at this guy.
Let's take this time to thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you sticking with us.
This is Leon.
Let me see that.
Resident Evil 4.
Let me see that.
That's Leon.
Now is this the guy that was in that animated movie?
Yes.
Oh, so the animated ones.
All of those.
Wow.
Follow him because he is the Resident Evil character. People like to say it's Chris, but it's Leon. Leon's the most famous character. So it's like you have the set look that Leon's always looked like. He's got like the like light brown, like orangey kind of fucking hair straight over his eye. And then you have Beck from Victorious looking like me playing Leon. Like, and he didn't act like Leon. He didn't talk like Leon.
He's just Beck.
He was just, well, we've got to have him in the movie. We got to have this character in the movie. So, and he's the complete butt of the joke character in the movie.
They fucking pulled shit.
He's the, hey, rookie, go get this gun. Hey, rookie. He's the rookie character.
So do you think they're trying to lead that to making movies about him?
Probably, yes.
Like now
but I don't even
he's the rookie.
want them.
I know.
I don't want them.
I know.
His first appearance, he is a rookie cop. He's brand new on the force, but he wasn't, no numbnuts, not that. Go, do this right. That's the character. He's the, okay, boss.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, but the movie, like, it has those little, like, deep cut references that make it feel like a Resident Evil movie.
It's just a cop-out to call them that.
But exactly.
Yeah.
It's just, we were making a zombie movie that nobody was going to go see, so we slap Resident Evil, throw a couple Umbrella logos in there.
It's kind of like
throw a Tyrant in there, and boom. People will see this movie, right?
It's kind of
Spoiler alert. They didn't. Nobody saw the fucking movie.
It's kind of like here's a cool transition. It's kind of like the Mario movie, which I just got, by the way. I finally got the fucking VHS for it. They just have certain references to the Mario games to make it. I mean, it's not a Mario movie.
The little babam, he's just like, oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, there's that. There's an African American woman that's Big Bertha. that big fish that seduces Mario in a dance scene, dude. He takes a body shot.
That whole club scene isn't Dinosaur playing. Everybody do the dinosaur.
Yes,
don't the fucking Goombas.
I think so. And Mario takes a body shot out of Big Bertha's tits, dude. This is a video game. This is the Mario Brothers. This is Eddie Valiant from Roger Rabbit.
Could you imagine the parents just taking their kids? Oh, let's go see the Mario Brothers movie, kids.
And then
what the fuck is going on right now?
They're in the sewers, which I get it. You know, it makes sense. And there's those little fucking references, like the fucking bomb,
bombs,
Big Bertha, Yoshi, which is a dinosaur.
Oh my god,
which
Yoshi.
which isn't even a Yoshi. It's a raptor.
It's
a fucking dinosaur, and there's a scene where they get the shoes where they can jump high. That's all it is.
And let's not mention the biggest fuck you in that movie.
Please go on.
John Leguizamo.
He's not bad. Listen to me. No. John Leguizamo, and we've had this talk before. He is one of the most underrated actors of all time. I think listen to me.
I love John Leguizamo.
He
in
absolutely
that movie. I wanted to hear this.
He crushes it in every single thing he's in. When he was in Spawn and he played the clown / fucking violator, he was the clown / violator. Sid the Sloth. Come on, could you imagine anybody else being Sid the Sloth? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck. Ice Age is a great movie.
Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
No. I haven't watched any of them past one.
Okay.
But one is amazing.
Don't.
But listen to me. When he was fucking, oh god, I'm fucking blanking because you fucking talked over me. Oh, The Pest? Don't even get me started on that movie. That is one of the weirdest, most ridiculous movies of all time. It's a guilty pleasure of mine that I will never show any friends because I'm embarrassed that I like it. And he's fantastic in it. He crushed it as fucking Luigi. And there's another movie that I wanted to mention you. Oh, and fucking Tu Wong Fu when he played Chi-Chi Rodriguez.
You know he's in the John Wick movies too, right?
Yeah. But he has like a fucking small part. But he's so good in everything he's in, and he doesn't get enough praise. And
you know whose car this is?
Like he crushed.
Whose car you just bought in my body shop, and he fucking punches him in the face.
Dude, when he played the clown on Spawn, he was so fucking good in that movie. He is him, Martin Sheen, Jai White. They're all fucking amazing in that movie.
It's just a good movie.
It is a good movie. That again, you know, it came out in '97, so they couldn't release the R-rated cut, which is the superior. Like, dude, they cut shit out of that movie for the fucking PG-13 cut that is supposed to set things up for later.
Mm-hmm.
So they cut out the build up and they just had the fucking outcome. So like, they build up. Oh my god, I'm fucking going blank on their names. Al's fucking best friend. After Al dies and fucking becomes Spawn, there's a 5-year gap.
Mm-hmm.
When he comes back and tries to find his wife, his best friend is married to his wife.
Yeah, I remember that.
In the R-rated cut, they build that up that they're friends. They've known each other since they were kids. In the film, in the cut for theaters,
he's just like, that's my friend,
and no one knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
He just goes and there's this white dude with his wife, and he's like, Wanda! He's like freaking out, and no one knows why. And it's like, dude, you cut out the build up, and I think they cut out the part where he gets killed, or they at least cut a lot out of it because it was, you know, gory. I mean, he fucking gets burned alive, and dude,
you know, I forgot we were getting a new Spawn movie
with Jamie Foxx, who I'm really fucking excited for. That was a casting that like I actually saw people try to hate on when it was announced, and I was like, this sounds great.
Yeah,
This sounds fantastic.
Jamie Foxx is a great actor.
Dude, he's good in
people only acknowledge
dramatic shit.
People only acknowledge Electro.
Either that, or you know,
that's like the big public eye like performance,
or just because he does mostly comedy, like the fucking Jamie Foxx show. They always talk about that, but he's done serious shit that he's really good in.
Dude, all comedy actors have crazy good serious performances. Have you seen Uncut Gems yet?
No. But have you seen Collateral?
No.
With Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise? It's fucking fantastic. Jamie Foxx is a cab driver, and he's working the overnight shift. And then Tom Cruise hails his cab and says, hey, man, look, please don't ask questions. Here's fucking, like, $5,000. Can you just drive me to, like, 5 spots? Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay. He's he thinks, oh, maybe this guy's like trying to sell, fucking drugs or something. He finds out every stop that they make is a hit, and Tom Cruise is murdering these guys.
Jesus.
And when he finally confronts him, like, hey man, why don't you like I don't want any trouble. Can you leave my cab? I fucking know what's going on. Tom Cruise like holds him hostage, and like makes him drive him like around and shit to do these hits. And I'm not gonna go into what happens at the end, but it's fucking incredible. So Jamie Foxx, again, when they announced him as Al Simmons, I was like, that's a great casting. Mm-hmm. That's a great casting. He is gonna crush that.
Isn't Hawkeye in that movie too? Does he play like, I forget the character?
Collateral?
No, Spawn, the new one.
I think he's a cop. Yeah, I think he's an agent that's like, because this movie's actually gonna follow more of what the first few books did, where Spawn doesn't speak. Mm-hmm. It's all in his head where he talks. Mm-hmm. And that's why when people were getting mad at that, oh, fucking Spawn's not going to talk, I'm like, you idiots, that's how it goes. Yeah. In the first few issues, he's not talking. It's all, like, inner fucking monologue, like, and he doesn't know who he is either for the first few books. So when they said that, I was like, oh, so they're accurate to the books. They're going to follow what the books do. And or at least with the first few that I followed, it does cut times to an agent that I think is trying to find out like what's going on in the city. There's a lot of people that are dying or some shit like that. I'm fucking very vague on it, but I think Jeremy Renner's playing that role.
That's fucking cool.
And I can't wait. And I hope it's in theaters. I hope it's not a bullshit. Oh, it's on HBO. I hope it's in theaters. I want to see a Spawn movie in theaters. I love Spawn. Love Spawn. Like, dude, like, and it was all the like new fans that, or fans that are fans because of the movie. Oh, what? Spawn's not going to talk? This is bullshit. No, you idiots. That's how the books go. Mm-hmm.
Todd McFarlane's the one directing the movie, isn't he?
Well, he was also behind the first one. Well, he like helped write the first one, but then the fucking movies, the fucking movie studios, they always
change shit.
They always pull in Avi Arad and, oh no, you do what we say because we're paying for this movie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this time Todd McFarlane is in full control, and I'm like, this is gonna be the shit. This is gonna be amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah,
super gassed.
We've been hearing about it for 5 years now.
They announced it in 2018, and then obviously
they've done nothing.
Well, here's the thing: they announced they were gonna start production in 2020, and then obviously the fucking pandemic started, and then
I wonder if they actually still went through with it.
I haven't heard anything since. Well, no, you know what? I think Tom McFarlane might have said in a live stream once, like, "Oh, we're still doing it," but they've like announced nothing for it.
Mm. So but until then, Todd McFarlane's still gonna sell some toys.
But John Leguizamo. Oh yeah, which by the way, there was new Spawn toys at Walmart.
Oh yeah, Spawn's had like a resurgence in figures and shit.
He's such an underrated character. I fucking there's like barely any merch for him. Well, I mean, as far as like shirts and hats and shit.
It's coming.
I fucking can't wait.
He's making his way into
relevancy again. There's a lot of toys though.
Again.
There's a lot of toys though. But as far as shirts and hats, they had like. I've seen like 2 shirt designs.
You gotta check his website. I'm sure he sells all that stuff. No?
It's all just toys and shit. Which, by the way, I had no idea the McFarlane Toys made the Simpsons movie toys that I have.
Yeah, McFarlane did a lot of those statuesque type figures.
Very fucking sick.
That's why
they fucking look great too.
I love that they're doing the DC figures now because they've just they've been aces. I have so many. And I've never collected DC figures like that. And as soon as he started putting them out, he's just been putting out aces.
Oh man, I haven't bought any like new toys lately, dude.
I buy too much.
My money's been going like right to games. I fucking bought that Super Nintendo, and I'm trying to build up that fucking collection. Plus, I bought the Xbox now.
Yeah.
I legit bought the 360 like 2 or 3 weeks after buying the fucking SNES, and I was like, well, I guess this
time to build that collection.
Twice as many games I'd have to buy. But dude, I got the fucking Tick game. Which is a fucking beat 'em up, which a lot of people hate on because like it doesn't really capture the feel of the Tick. It's just your basic beat 'em up.
Yeah, well, welcome to the Super Nintendo where
welcome to most of those games. Yeah, most of those games were fucking beat 'em. Like, dude, the fucking Simpsons, Ninja Turtles, Tick, so many beat 'em up style games where it's like, all right, this is just patched.
Yeah.
But it's still fun, you know? It's still a fucking Tick game.
Yeah.
For a fucking
little underdog like that.
A character that gets almost no praise, and I'm so happy that I'm part of that fan base because like being a fan of the Tick still feels like what being a comic book fan used to be.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is our shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is our stuff that we're into. It's not like kids who used to fucking
you're not gonna
bully me in school for liking comics.
Go on the street and have a bunch of people be like, "Oh, nice tick shirt."
We're all going to the MCU movies now. Like the same kids that would bully us for liking comics when we were kids are MCU stans now. It's like, no, this is our shit, you fucks. You can't just be a fan of it now. I mean, you can, but you know.
Oh yeah, you're a comic book fan. Tell me who played Foggy Nelson in 2003's Daredevil. I bet you can't.
You're asking me because I fucking know the answer.
I was asking them.
But yeah, that's why being fans of like the Tick and Spawn still feels like unique because they have their like dedicated fan bases. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you still have those fans that are like fans of Spawn because of the movie.
I can't lie. I am a Spawn fan because of the movie.
I knew of Spawn.
I remember watching that when I was wicked little.
I saw the movie first, but I knew of Spawn when I saw the movie. I was just young when I saw it. And then the Tick, I was, I saw the fucking cartoon, of course, and that fucking Amazon show should have got saved. I'm so bummed out that no one saved it. Like they saved fucking Lucifer. They saved what's that cop show with
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, they fucking saved that, and then the fucking Tick. They're like, dude, can somebody save us? The fucking last season ends so perfectly, for like, oh, it's finally the fucking Tick and Arthur. Like, it's finally like they're praised. People love them. They're going to save the world. Do you mind for fucking spoilers? It ends with him going spoon. Like he finally says spoon, and I'm like, yes, we're finally getting the fucking Tick and Arthur. And then they fucking never came back. And they were begging, like, can someone save us? They fucking tagged Netflix. They tagged fucking Hulu. Like, can somebody, just for one last season, please, so we can at least like
wrap it up.
No one did it. I'm like, you fucking cunts, dude.
You know.
Oh, I mean,
nowadays with
will we make a profit off this? Who can we sell this to? It's like, just make a good show.
Yeah.
You'll get the fan base. Just make a good show.
It's like with Indiegogo and Kickstarter and all that shit. I'm surprised they never decided to get funding, do it for YouTube or something.
Well, I think because Indiegogo, you can finance like a fan film, but when it comes to like a series, I think it's kind of harder to like how much money are we gonna make?
You could just do one movie.
You fucking can do a movie.
Just do whatever you need to wrap up.
The Tick needs a movie.
We'll get one in 12 years.
And I think now, see, because that's cool. That's the cool thing about the Tick. Ben Edlund, who created the Tick, has brought the Tick back every time that superhero culture has reached like a milestone. Mm-hmm. Where like the comic books at first were trying to mimic like the grittier 80s comics by fucking who did the Dark Knight Returns?
Frank Miller.
Yeah, he like the artwork in those comics mimics that artwork. So he's trying to because at core the Tick is a fucking spoof. Mm-hmm. But it's such a well done spoof where it's kind of like fucking.
It's like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and it's kind of
Ninja Turtles originally was a Daredevil spoof.
Exactly. But it's kind of like Spaceballs where like it's a spoof, but it's a well written enough world to where you can believe it's its own thing.
It's like Scream.
Yeah,
Scream
is basically like a fucking spoof of those kind of movies.
Yep.
Yeah, where it's so well written where it's its own thing. That's what the Tick is. So when it first came out, it was trying to spoof those comics with the artwork, and then when the TV series came out, it was in '94. So you had the Batman series, you had fucking Spider-Man. It was trying to capture that essence. Mm-hmm. Then when superhero films finally turned to live action in the early 2000s, they had the Tick show, and then with Daredevil and the the Hulu and fucking Netflix shows they brought back to Amazon. Mm-hmm. So Ben Edlund has I'm capturing every milestone that superhero culture reaches. I'm gonna make a spoof of that, and I'm not gonna try and recreate what I did before. I'm gonna spoof what's happening then. So with all these ensemble movies that are happening now, I wouldn't be surprised if they make one soon, or if he at least tries to, with fucking American Made and all those heroes that are fucking in it. I would love that. Which they kind of did in the show in the early 2000s. Like, they had fucking other characters that would help them out and shit. Which they did in every fucking show, but...
Well, at least they didn't do to Tick what they did to, that Jupiter's Legacy fucking show on Netflix?
No.
So, that was another, low-key comic book, show adaptation for Netflix. It had Josh Duhamel in it.
I don't know who
The show came out, It had one season, and they canceled it. And the day they canceled it, they announced a spin-off series in the same universe of the show that they're canceling.
So we're not going to continue this
We're not going to continue this show.
But we want to continue a different story.
But we're going to continue this show. At least they didn't. At least they weren't like, well, we're going to cancel the Tick, but here's a Die Fledermaus show.
Oh, but that would be cool, though.
Like, at least...
They could spoof the Adam West show. Because at core, he's a fucking spoof of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And his name even translates to The Bat. And, which is fucking kind of funny, because they changed the name in the live action show.
Wasn't it Batmanuel?
Yeah, we're changing the name because it's too similar to Batman, but we're going to call him Batmanuel. Get fucked. I love that name, though. I freaking love that actor, too.
Speaking of...
Oh, my God.
Speaking of comic book adaptations...
I fucking love the Tick, dude. I love the Tick, man.
My recent heartbreak...
Go on. Watch out for the camera there.
My recent heartbreak being...
I had another water that I fucking forgot somewhere. Oh, well.
My recent heartbreak, I'm not sure if I talked about it on the podcast. I don't think I ever did because I never wanted my idea to be heard and taken.
Oh, yes. Buddy, I'm sorry.
Dude, 4 years.
He talked about this with me, to everybody for a long time.
4 years.
Go on.
I have wanted to personally make an animated adaptation of the Scott Pilgrim graphic novels for Netflix. Specifically, Netflix. I've been fucking dreaming about it. Ready to pitch it.
For years, too, man.
The whole fucking thing. Ready to fucking just at least try to get my foot in the door to fucking do it. Dream project. Last week, they announced somebody's making a fucking animated adaptation of Scott Pilgrim for Netflix. I'm sitting there, I'm like...
I fucking woke up to use like, dude, you never get what the fuck's happening.
Dude, I was like, on one hand, I'm like, oh, cool, somebody's doing it. And then on the other hand, I'm like...
But it's not me.
I'm not doing it. Oh.
I'm sorry, buddy.
But it's like... Good.
At least it's happening.
Good.
At least it's happening.
The movie's great. But in terms of being a Scott Pilgrim adaptation, to me personally, because that is
not accurate.
It is a near and deep. It is accurate. Don't get me wrong.
But I'm saying, do they leave like certain things out
but they
that
leave
should be
everything
in?
out. The
Really?
movie is fucking 15%.
Well, how
15% of the book.
Well, how many books are there?
6.
So yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to like
6. And
cut that down
the last
into a
book
film.
Came out a month before the movie. Like, there are so many fucking little moments and character development in these books.
What was the animated show that came out on...
There was no animated show. It
there
was a fucking
Adult Swim, though.
Scott Pilgrim versus the animation. Stay up till midnight on Adult Swim to watch this. I waited up. It was a 5-minute animation.
Didn't I crash at your house to fucking see that?
I don't think so.
I
remember being by myself.
I don't know. But yeah.
Dude, it was a 5
minutes?
5 minutes.
Oh
they
my
broke it up over
God.
2 commercial breaks.
So what
5
was
minutes.
it? Like, what happened in it?
It's the beginning of the second book.
And that's
the
it?
second book is like a flashback scene.
Oh my God,
and
man.
that's the whole thing. There are so many little moments of character development and fun little here's and there's in the books that I've read so many fucking times that I love them. That the movies like the movies have, you know how he has his band?
Yeah.
Steven Stills and Kim Pine.
Yeah.
Steven Stills in the last chapter of the last book comes out as gay.
And they fucking leave that out?
He comes out as gay. Like, there's another character named Joe that's in, like, a few books as his roommate.
Yeah.
And then they're all hanging out. Joe walks up to them on the street, and they kiss.
Wow.
And that's how they do it. This the whole little moment, because you have, like, Stephen and Julie's whole relationship throughout the whole 6 books. They're on and off. They're on and off. They fight. They're on and off. They're on and off.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, you have Stephen be happy. He came out as gay. He knows who he is. But then in the movie, he's just, how are we going to play this song? How are we going to do this? We go on in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's his whole character. That's probably like one of 3 dialogue scenes
I think
in the whole movie.
I think just unfortunately this came out in 2010 where like openly gay characters weren't a normal thing yet.
It's weird to think about only 12 years ago.
Yeah.
When it was still fucking...
Yeah.
And then what, 4 or 5 years later, it was... homosexual marriage was fucking legal everywhere, which is
I'm glad that they're like, you know, hey, this is... No.
That's why it's like, I'm happy
what I like
that
now, though, no.
everything that's mainstream is finally like doing something like, I don't Like,
but
like the
I also
Eternals.
like that they're not treating it like it's just a normal thing.
Yeah, I like that it's just being treated as a normal thing.
Like with fucking,
it is a normal thing.
like with fucking Mission Hill, Gus and Wally. I love how they were gay, but like nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
Like I like how it's like, dude, this is a normal thing. We don't have to treat it like, oh, look what's going on. Like no one. I love that.
Like Eternals.
No one gives a fuck.
One of the main characters in Eternals has a husband
and nobody gives
and
a shit.
son.
And nobody gives a shit.
But apparently everybody gives a shit.
Oh, this is a movie. My kids. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Like,
it's like, shut up.
The most inherently gay thing about that whole movie, in terms of those couple,
is true
they
that
share a kiss like that, and still everybody chooses to lose.
Oh,
their minds.
I thought it was like an actual like fucking like a scene.
There's a sex scene in the movie.
Which, by the way, for a Marvel movie having a sex scene, that's boundary breaking.
There's a sex scene in the movie, but it's not a gay sex scene.
A Marvel movie.
If you put a gay sex scene in a Marvel movie, then everybody would just lose their minds for whatever fucking reason.
Oh, this is being portrayed. Like, who cares, dude?
Two men can't love each other. I still live in 1950. And it's like I like how it's subtle like every other fucking love thing in movies. It's just cool.
Nobody gives a shit.
I'd rather have that. I like that. It's just like, okay, you're treating me like everything else.
Which back to Scott Pilgrim, unfortunately in 2010 they would have had to treat that like, oh, this is a crazy thing that's happened. It's like, no one, who cares?
They've been like, oh, he's gay.
Like if that movie, like you know for a fact that the show will have that.
And I can't fucking
Which is
wait.
good, yeah, which is a great thing.
Granted, you have a very gay main character in Scott Pilgrim in the movie with Wallace, but he's stereotypical gay.
But was he like that in the books?
A little bit.
But they just amped it up.
But there was more to him than just I'm gay background character, because that's what they delegated him to in the movie. He
still
was
a fucking great
background character that was gay. Wallace is great.
Still a great fucking character, though.
But Wallace is amazing in the books.
I never read them.
Like, there's a whole scene where fucking Scott wakes up and he's making breakfast, and just everything he says during that scene while reading it in the comic, you'll laugh your ass off because it's just so funny. And it's just the little character moments like that.
It's kind of crazy how different Hollywood was just 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's
crazy to think that Scott Pilgrim turns 12 years old this year.
It's kind of crazy how on opening day we were 2 of 4 people in that fucking theater.
And how it was out of theaters a week later. It didn't even last a week.
Which is why, like kind of going back to the thing I was saying about, you know, being fans of comics. Like, no, we liked it from the start. It's kind of funny seeing people, like, loving those movies now. It's like, you didn't see it in theaters. We saw it in theaters.
Dude,
like,
seeing the cult following for Scott Pilgrim, it's like... Where were all y'all?
But people got to realize that Scott's a bad person.
Yeah, Scott's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, be the Ramona Flowers to my... I don't want to do that. That's a terrible fucking relationship.
17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
While he was
24. I wonder how they'll approach that in this show.
He'll probably approach it the same way because he's not with her for long.
But, like, how do people...
Or she'll be a college student now.
How did people react to it in the books? Like, was anybody like, dude, this is kind of weird, Scott?
No. Everybody was just like, why don't you dump your fake high school girlfriend? Because it's not like he ever does anything with her at all.
Have they announced they cast it all yet?
No. They just announced it like a week ago. Now, while the age gap between Knives and Scott is the weirdest thing, they never do anything in the confines of their relationship to make it even weirder.
Like they fucking don't
they hold hands.
They don't have sex and shit, yeah.
They hold hands and they kissed one time and then he dumped her.
Cheats on it too.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not like he was just like, all right, let me bang the 17-year-old girl.
He's a fucking bad person.
But he is a bad
Scott
person.
Pilgrim
he fucking straight up cheats on her and fucking, it's like, yeah, he has to fight this girl's 7 evil ex-boyfriends.
He fucking deserves to get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's like, fuck off.
Dude, that's another thing with the 7 evil ex-boyfriends. Each fucking one of them has more character in the books. Like, you have the twins.
Oh, there's also an openly fucking gay fucking woman. The fucking ex.
Isn't she bi, though?
Do they mention that? I don't know.
I'm a little bi-furious.
Oh, so stupid. Furious. But yeah.
But yeah, you have Roxy. Fucking. Then you have fucking. Dude, the whole book with Roxy
Oh, really? So they like
The
have the whole thing for her?
Book.
Yeah. See, so far,
The whole book.
So hopefully they fucking do all this in the show.
Well, the whole book, like you have Roxy in the background, fucking being a menace, blah blah blah. Scott's getting chased down by a random fucking dude with a fucking, like, katana. Like, he's just this random fucking guy he assumes is another ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then the whole book, like, he keeps running into this dude, and he's working at a fucking restaurant where Knives works, too.
Okay.
Because they're still friends. They're still trying to be friends.
Yeah.
And the fucking guy walks in, and he's like, oh my god, it's the dude with the katana. He hides, and then Knives is like, hey, Dad, what's going on? It's her fucking dad.
Oh my god.
It's her dad trying to fucking, he's like, you broke my daughter's heart, and now I have to stop you, blah, blah, blah.
Where was that in the movie?
That in the movie?
Wow,
gone.
Dude.
Completely gone. There's just so fucking much.
So does that explain where she gets the sword at the end? Know how when she tries to get fucking...
No, she has size. She has size. Like the Raphael size. She doesn't have a sword.
I thought Knives Chow at the end when she was trying to kill fucking...
She has knives.
I thought she had a sword.
No, I don't think
so,
she has.
So Knives has knives?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has fucking size. Knives has size.
Could have sworn she had a sword. Are you gonna look it up? Yeah, see, because I'm pretty certain that there's a sword. Give me the sword. The sword of 1,000 truths, Joshua.
The sword of 1,000 truths.
That's like the best episode of South Park ever. The fucking World of Warcraft one.
Size. It's size.
Listen,
that was bothering me for a
my
second.
My fucking point stands, though.
I was like, do I really like Scott Pilgrim?
Do I like him more? Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
We saw that opening day with 2 other people.
Yeah, dude.
That was a sad thing to see.
I really wanted to be the one to just, hey, let's do Scott Pilgrim the right way.
Did you ever write anything for it? Like, did you ever start like a fucking script or something?
Write anything for it. You just pitch the
Dialogue
idea and do it.
Oh yeah, you fucking make like what's the word?
You make an adaptation.
Like an outline or something.
Yeah. But it's like, no, I never really did, and fucking never got the chance, and now I kind of fucking can't anymore.
Hey, maybe you can reboot the fucking reboot.
Reboot the reboot.
So was there ever any like did the author ever want to like make more of those, or did he just want to end it where it ended?
He wrapped it up. He wrapped it up himself.
Would have been cool to like see where Scott and fucking thing went.
Who's to say he won't do anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's been like 10 years, so he could always just be like, all right, here's where they are now.
Speaking of book adaptations, have you ever seen the Captain Underpants movies?
No.
Pretty good. I love those books. That was actually how
forgot the movie even.
It's dude, the animation is phenomenal though.
Yeah.
They use the same animation
Peanuts, right?
Yeah, where it's like it's 2D but it's also fucking like it's like CGI. It's so fucking nice.
Still need to see that Peanuts movie too.
I wanted to see that in theaters, but I ended up not, and I'm so bummed out because it's like, when's the next time they're gonna make a fucking Charlie Brown movie? You know?
No.
That was what 2013, 2014,
16. Fucking Scott Pilgrim.
It's a really good movie.
Could be better.
Did you ever play the game? You owned the game, right?
The fuck, dude.
They should have made.
All right.
They should have made an arcade fucking cabinet for it.
So the game, I had the game when it came out, and then they ripped it from my digital library.
Why?
Because they lost the license. So if you did not have it downloaded to your console, you could never download it again. So basically, I paid for that game.
And then you fucking don't have it.
I don't have it. So fucking...
Yeah, but that was also the same thing with fucking PT, no? Like, if you bought it, but you didn't have it downloaded...
That's why I have 2 PS4s with PT on it. I could sell those consoles
You understand how much those cost?
Like a decent amount of money because of PT.
We should do a fucking gameplay thing for that.
I would love to fucking play PT.
You, me, Alex, and Cody?
I'm never not down to play PT.
I would love to do that again.
But, Scott Pilgrim fucking... So, what happened was, last year, they got the license back again. And they were like, we're re-releasing it for the PS4. You want to buy the Scott Pilgrim game again? Here's your opportunity.
Yeah.
But my whole thing was, I was like, all right, I'll buy it again. But what's to fucking stop you people from fucking doing this again?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
When they announced it, I said to Cody all the fucking time, I was like, yeah, it's cool and all, but I'd rather them Like
make an actual copy.
Like a physical copy, like
Yeah.
limited run fucking games. Like limited run games, they'll do a pre-order window for a month. Whoever fucking pre-orders it within that month, they'll make that set amount, and then that's it. You can't get it again unless you go to eBay and fucking blah blah blah.
Fucking $1,000.
So I was saying to Cody, I was like, I just want limited run. I want to own it physical in case they rip it digital. I can still play the fucking game that I paid for.
So are they?
They did, and it's already out.
Okay.
So I had ordered 2 copies. I ordered one for me and I ordered one for Cody. They sent us 4 copies. So he has a spare. I have a spare. Like, they fucked up royally, and they're like, all right, 2 copies. Here's 2 separate shipments of 2 copies.
Well, in a way, you freaking got your game back.
Yeah, I got my game back. Yeah. Granted, I bought it digital when it dropped, and then waited 8 months to get my physical copy.
So what are you doing with that extra copy?
I'm waiting a couple years, and then I'm going to sell it.
Imagine how much that's... Wait, are you going to leave it sealed, obviously?
I opened both of them because I wanted to make sure...
Like that this wasn't just like a fucking empty case?
It wasn't a fuck up in an empty case. Exactly.
Yeah.
But the way they did it, the way they sold the game,
you could probably get it resealed, though.
Dude.
And then...
this
was always sealed.
Check
you know what I'm saying? All right, let's fucking see it. I still can't get over this room, man.
It's different, isn't it? So they released the Scott Pilgrim in an old Sega Genesis clamshell.
No fucking way.
And the cover art is a mimic of Sonic.
I see that. No fucking way. That's major.
So you fucking
open it up.
This is my copy. So
that was one of the things that Genesis had over the fucking SNES, the freaking cases. Because when it came to the SNES, no one kept the freaking cardboard boxes. Let me see all that shit. Wow, man, that's
comes with the soundtrack on CD, a map.
Wow, that's old school. Man.
And some stickers, like, and they had an even bigger dicker edition.
Oh, really?
Where it came with like a diorama, and the diorama was like a suitcase, and it folded out, and it was all of the 8-bit versions of them, like on stage with their instruments, and it actually lit up and shit.
That's sick.
But I wasn't dropping $200.
$200?
I think that's how much it was.
How much it was. I wonder if the show ever gets like if it ever becomes big, I wonder if they'll ever make one of those for it.
What?
Friggin' the arcades.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking dream. If they did a Scott Pilgrim arcade cabinet, like for the arcade 1-ups. But
yeah. Which, by the way,
the thing can't even run on PS4. The game can't run.
Why? It's just bad?
When it first came out, I was playing it with a couple of buddies. We got to the 3rd level. And every single time, the 3rd level, when the boss comes out on the 3rd level, it would crash, like hard crash. Like there was once it shut my whole console off.
And did they
I don't know.
I guess they never fixed it.
I haven't checked. That was already like 6-7 months ago. I was just like, all right, word.
Maybe you guys are just bad at it.
No, like literally the same moment, like the final attack.
It would just fuck up.
The final attack, it would crash. I was like, oh.
Now was it everybody's, or maybe there's an issue with your download? Everybody?
We all did it separately. We all did it, and it was like a fucking hard issue at the time. They've probably since fixed it, but I've just never gone back to check.
Probably not, dude. Probably not. A lot of fucking people, they don't patch shit. I mean, I'm not a big gamer like that to know about things like that, but I always hear stories of like, oh, they remastered it, but they never fixed this like glitch.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I think we can end this here. I don't know.
No, let's not end it. We made them wait 9 months.
I gotta urinate though.
What do we talk about now? Joey, it's been 9 months.
I think that wraps it up.
Well,
they can tune in next time.
See you guys in November. When we do the next episode
of 2023.
Yep.
Thank you for those who stuck with us, because we did notice a few people unfollowed us, and what are you gonna do? But for those who stuck with us all this time, we thank you for the support. Obviously,
we're trying to do better.
It's just look, as I said, you can go to my podcast to hear about what's been going on with me and why I wasn't able to get out of bed for a fucking month and a half.
And me, I fucking work all the time. And when I'm not working, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, but where you work, You fucking must be happy though.
Oh, I love working there, but it's
haven't gone there in a while.
It is the hardest I've ever worked ever in my 24 years of living.
Oh really?
So it's like,
well, because you also worked at a fucking Quick Stop.
I worked at a fucking Quickie Mart for fucking 7 years. So it's tiring.
So are you like a host or something?
I do everything. Like if they need somebody to fill in, I do it all. I'm a food runner.
Because you always say that you're on the speaker, and I'm like, wait, does he work downstairs or something?
We have a sound bar downstairs in the kitchen.
So you just fucking...
I play music, yeah.
Getting crunk and shit?
Mm-hmm.
It's freaking dope, though.
Yeah,
And Cody does the dishes?
Yeah.
Happy for him. That's good.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, where's that hat? That's fucking snapback. Don't fucking do that. Man, I've been dying to wear that, too. But yeah, thank you again. We really, we do truly apologize for the holdup. It's just, I mean, everybody knows. Like, I mean, the last 2 years, especially for everybody, has been kind of fucked up. And again, if you want to know what's been going on with me, go to my show. I'll put a link to that. Under us. Josh is making that money.
It's been 2 years since we started recording this.
Yeah, which is I'm hoping to have. I mean, this will be done. So I'm gonna release this on our anniversary, which is the 2nd.
Yeah. So.
February 2nd, 2/2/22. I love that. That's so cool. All right, so thank you all. We appreciate it again. Anything that you want to plug or anything? Since I fucking plugged my show.
Like a plug and play, like TV games, like the Pac-Man ones,
the
composite wires.
Which I fucking still have the ones that you gave to me. You gave me the Spider-Man one, and you gave me the Pac-Man one but the Pac-Man one does not work, and the Spider-Man one looks like a fucking dick. Looks like a cock and balls.
You still have those?
Yeah, they're freaking packed away in storage. You gave those to me like 10 years ago. No, 2010 I think you fucking gave me those.
Joey.
I still have those.
Joey.
You
realize we have to do a fucking video, right?
Here's a little glimpse into my world. The last time I played the Spider-Man one, it was to drown out the noise of my parents fucking fighting. Like, I'm trying to play a game. Shut up. And I'm trying to play the fucking game. It's such a boring game.
Dude, we have to do a fucking video on that. The fact that you still own that, like, I
have the old fucking CRT to fucking play.
I remember the one where... All right, well, we were wrapping it up, but now here's another 10-minute topic.
We're going for like five more minutes.
For, like, dude... The one game where
the SpongeBob one I fucking need to get.
Where you're in the sewer and the fucking lizard's chasing you in the fucking sewer.
For the Spider-Man one?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got that far. Because I only played the first level where you're trying to fight Venom and he's coming out of the windows. And he's like hitting you off of the wall and shit. The SpongeBob one I have to get because that's like the classic one.
Yeah, I had the SpongeBob one where its nose is the fucking joystick.
Yeah. Which is perfect. And then the Pac-Man one does not work. And I fucking tried, but it just kept giving me like a weird fucking screen.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of those from when we were kids.
There's a shit ton. Like
there's a whole like.
If you like the Angry Video Game Nerd, which I know you do, you need to check out Scott the Woz. Scott the Woz is basically the new AVGN. But AVGN even like passed the torch down to him and everything.
Which you were talking about, games that were coming out that were based on shit. He announced he's working on an actual AVGN game that will play on the NES.
Yeah, is it a red cartridge?
No. No, they have the game that came out for fucking Xbox and shit, but they're making an AVGN for NES.
That's awesome.
With the actual cartridge, and they're like remake. It's not the same game because obviously you can't put that game on a fucking NES cartridge because it can't handle that. But it's like a spiritual like successor to it, and I'm waiting. An AVGN NES game on the actual NES that I'm going to be able to play. That's amazing.
Yeah, dude, you need to check out Scott the Woz. Like
I think I know that name.
He does the same. He's like the same exact kind of content.
Was he ever on an episode of AVGN? Because I know that name.
Maybe. I know AVGN did like an intro. The torch. He did it was like Scott the Woz's Christmas special, and the narrator was AVGN.
I've been watching him religiously because there's a lot to catch up on.
You need to check out Scott the Woz.
All right.
He's actually he's been doing so well. They put him on G4.
They also put the completionist on fucking G4.
He's on Xbox.
Well deserved. Dude, I love him.
The whole
fucking
cast.
Gerard,
of G4,
I love
the
him.
fact that G4 is back, and it's like it never went away, and they constantly dig at themselves for how it went out.
Did you buy any of the fucking merch yet? They fucking have shirts and shit that I really want to buy.
They do their like little bumpers for their commercial breaks.
All right.
And one of the commercial breaks was like Attack of the Show weeknights 6:30 blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We promise there's no cops or cheaters.
When
it was starting to go off air, it was
like
all
cops and cheaters.
all cheaters.
Remember Cheaters?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that's a fucking throwback.
Cheaters, where it was just, oh, you're cheating on your wife, you're cheating on your husband.
I loved it. I loved
everything about you pieces of shit.
I love them getting caught. It's such a nice feeling.
But yeah, dude, they dig it themselves all the time. But dude, they came back. They have all of the old programming still.
And I love how they kept the fucking like the G4 logo the same. Because anybody else would have like, oh, let's modernize it. You fucking know what I'm saying?
The only thing that's different about it is, do you remember the iconic G4 sound? Like that's gone.
That was in the teaser though. Like when they teased that they were gonna come back, they freaking had that on it still.
That's pretty much gone, unless like
that's part of the whole experience.
It shows up here and there, like it's very once in a while, but. The first day they came back, like their first day on network, they did.
Did you watch on fucking day one?
I watched.
I don't have cable, so I fucking can't watch it
anywhere, bro. Twitch. They do it
really?
on. They do it on Twitch too. So they had this big. G4
launch
holiday reunion special. It was like a 2-hour. Them at the dinner table just talking and
all
stuff.
right.
And it had. Everybody
from the old shows too and
the
shit.
The original hosts, like the original host of Attack of the Show, Kevin. Yeah, he's back. He's still very much there. But Olivia Munn, who was his co-host, she's not there anymore. But she was at the reunion special. Same thing with the people from X-Play. Morgan Webb was Adam Sessler's co-host, but she's not on it anymore. But he's still there. So they had the big.
That's fucking
the
sick,
big
though.
Fucking thing. There's actually like a twist to the whole like reunion special where the dude who's throwing the reunion special, he's acting weird the whole time.
Okay.
And it turns out because G4 used to have these things called interns, where they would just have people in a plain white shirt that said intern, and they would just make them do fucked up and like shit that would hurt them and whatnot. Okay. So the dude that's like running the whole holiday special, he's like, I'm an intern. You thought you could get rid of me.
That's fucking funny.
He's like, you're in a room that's now filling with poisonous gas, and they're like, oh, well, we gotta get out of here or we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Obviously, they all get out, blah blah blah, because who saves them? Xavier Woods from WWE.
Really?
Because he's part of G4 now.
Dude, that's sick, man.
So they're like, oh.
Wait.
One of the dudes from the New Day.
Yes, that's sick, man.
Yeah, he's part of G4 now. So he fucking comes in, saves the day, blah, blah, blah. And the whole special ends, like it pans over to an old CRT TV, and it has the old G4 logo with the old sound, and that's how it ends. And I was just like,
beautiful.
We're back, baby!
So this year we got G4 back. Toby and Andrew came back. Dude, they had to bring back Co-Monkeys, though. But the thing is...
I'd be surprised if they don't.
Thing is, Co-Monkey would not go well today. They fucking made fun of gay characters. They had fucking Black Steve, who the whole point was that he was black. It's like that wouldn't go well. Hey, fucking Black Steve. It's like, oh my god, dude. Like I was rewatching it,
but they could do all that and then roast themselves
and then
for
laugh
it.
at the fact. Well, I mean, but the show does take place in the 80s, so they could make fun of like, hey, look how fucked up it like was then.
Speaking of taking,
because that was also kind of the point even then when it was, because that show aired in what 2007. Even then they were like, look how fucked up the 80s were. So they could do that even more then.
Speaking of how fucked up the 80s were, there's a show coming to Hulu, and there are not many.
We're at 20 minutes, so after the story,
wrap it up.
we can wrap up.
So I don't keep up with shows on streaming at all.
Yeah.
But there's one that's coming out that I'm very fucking excited for. Have you seen the ads for Pam and Tommy?
No, I haven't.
It's about like Pamela Anderson.
Oh yes. With
Seth Rogen.
And fucking
Nick Offerman
and
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, I fucking lost his name.
That show.
The girl who's playing Pamela
awesome.
Anderson
just like her.
Yeah,
dude,
she's amazing. She looks
show,
just like her.
Like that's like the first show in a very long time where I'm like, I fucking can't wait.
Yeah. Seth Rogen is one of the guys that got the tape of them having sex, and then they fucking leaked it out to the internet and
they
shit.
They broke into their house and like just stole a big ass safe, and then they were going through the safe, and they were like, "We shouldn't have this. What should we do with this?"
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we can't sell it to anybody. Well, they were like, we can't sell it to anybody because it's on the fucking traced back to us. So they sell
on
it
the
to
fucking
the
internet.
Dude.
And at the end of the trailer, you hear the fucking dial up and fucking noises and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is really 90s, man. I love it.
Dude, that show looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I fucking do want to see it. Sebastian Stan is a interesting choice for Tommy Lee though.
He had to have nailed his fucking audition to get the part though. So who knows?
Didn't fucking MGK play Tommy Lee in fucking the Dirt?
Yeah.
Because I knew that was a Motley. I knew he was one of the Motley Crue. Well, I mean, the whole fucking film's about fucking Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Which really good band.
I don't like Motley Crue.
I don't know a lot of their shit, but the stuff I have heard, I fucking really like. Tommy Lee seems cool too. He dates Brittany Furlan from Vine. Do you fucking know who she is?
No.
She was a big Viner, and they're like married. But yeah,
I don't remember Vine as much as I would like to.
I got on it late. Like I knew about Vine, but I joined it 2015. Barely posted. Cause by that time you couldn't get fucking big on Vine.
Yeah.
Every big person was already there. And then a year later is when they closed it down. But speaking of closing down, let's wrap this up. Thank you again. We were gonna wrap it up 10 minutes ago. But anyways, anything you wanna any chance of Twig and Fez making a comeback?
Probably not. No.
It's a sad.
Would
day,
love
man.
to.
I fucking love that shit.
Ready to start doing the whole gaming thing myself. Though.
You used to stream when we were younger. I remember I used to watch you stream. I think Resident Evil. Or something.
Outlast.
You used to do lives on fucking PlayStation. Outlast. All right.
That was a fucking long ass time ago already. Oh my god.
2014.
Those videos are still there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are they on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
On your old channel?
My current channel. No.
Not fucking
No.
Josh and Friends?
No.
Josh and Friends?
No.
Dude.
No.
I think I might start downloading old fucking things of us and then uploading them.
I swear to God, Joey, I'll burn your house down.
What, you're gonna fucking burn down the attic that I fucking live in? Come on now. All right, thank you guys again. We'll fucking catch you next time. Thank you for sticking with us all this time.
And I hope that we unlocked some memories for you guys.
We'll see you two episodes a month again. Is fucking that what we're aiming for?
Do it whenever the fuck we want, dude.
We'll see you in 4 years after this. All right, thank you guys again. Thank you.